The world is a dangerous place. I stood on a cliff face overlooking the bay. She told me that she loved me and she wanted to stay, but we were 18, and the world is a dangerous place. His name was Rob. He was 6'5", with an afro, a self-proclaimed asshole, lived in a ghetto hovel castle, drugs and guns. To get you down or get you up. He saw her and he clawed for her love. He had something that I never could offer. He was older, half older brother, half father. He had an endless supply in fat coffers, till he got caught and went to prison that summer. I really loved her, Kristen. Her name was Kristen. She was pretty in her own way. She was my princess. She was a French inhale Portuguese blackout drunk, and for a moment I was sure she was the one. She had an ex and he was military, 21 and scary. Leon was his name, high and wasted on the daily. He would drink and drive like suicide in a chopped and modded Cutlass. He could alphabet backwards, walk a line, touch his nose. But they got him on the breath test, that and the totaled ride. That curve was built for 30. He was going 65. On the morning he got out, started thumbing for a lift. You never know how deep the rabbit hole can get. Give me 20, he would tell me and Kristen, his chauffeurs. Whether push-ups or just money, I was never really sure. When it came to caps and stems, he knew a man who bartered them. And since Rob was gone, we had to trust him. It's pretty awful to be tripping with your girlfriend and her ex. You start hallucinating sex, mostly yours, but sometimes theirs. And the forest floor is mossy out along the Big Sur coast, and epiphanies are painful. I saw the light. I'm hooked on dope. But the come down takes 4 hours, sometimes 6, sometimes more, and you wish that you could flush it, but there's nothing you can do. So you drop Leon at his place, go with Kristen back to hers, as life begins to spiral ever downwards in a blur. And possession with intent for distribution isn't murder. Plus Rob had people willing to pay the bail if he would slang. So he pissed in cups and stayed clean and was back before we knew it. Kristen knew before I knew, and I found out from someone else. Fucking Rob. Kristen fucking Rob. I mean, I sold dope on the side, but I was too scared of the cops. Rob was not. On probation with a PO watching close. Single-handed, he helped half our fucking friend group overdose. Am I bitter? Yeah, I'm bitter. After almost 20 years, I wish he'd been locked up for longer. I could have turned him in. But I've been busted with him, but they let the white boy go. He'd been showing me his guns and his money and the coke. In self-interest, I stayed quiet while the world around me died. As Kristen went and left me, she'd found a better Clyde. So I stood above the ocean, Ziploc baggies, rain and drugs. I decided that I wanted to be more than I'd become. And as gravity descended, I crumbled in a heap. Hot tears lit up my cheeks. I was finished with the streets. I got clean. I moved states. Left Kristen, Rob, Leon. A couple times they tried to call me, until I changed my phone. The past is just an instant, but the imprint holds its shape. And the world is the world, but your world is yours to change.